Hello everyone! God is great! All the time! Amen. So hello, and I hope you're doing well today and that the sun is shining and that you've got something nice planned on your homeschooling schedule. Now let's have a look at another one of the books in this pile that I grabbed from my shelf. And I've decided that today's book is going to be this one. The Right to Learn, Malala's story. The right to learn. We take it for granted that we can go to school, that we can learn, we can go to the library, we can use books, we can use the internet, we can discuss things, we can ask questions, and it's just all a normal part of life for us. But this young girl, Malala, in this story, she had to stand up and speak out and say, I want the right to learn. Malala is a young woman now and she lives in Birmingham. But when she was a little girl, she lived in Pakistan. And at the time, the people who were controlling, were in charge of that country, decided that they did not want girls to learn. They did not want girls to go to school. And they said that anybody who tried to learn or help girls learn, and the girls themselves would get beaten. But Malala so desperately wanted to learn that she carried on no matter what. And her dad was a teacher and he helped her. There they are together in that picture. And she wouldn't stop going to school. Let's just find a picture. She even hid her school uniform under different clothes. And one day, Malala and her family, they had to escape from their country. They became refugees for 3 months. And eventually, they got back home and Malala went back to school. But there was still this group of people called the Taliban who said that girls should not learn. They should just stay at home and look after the family and do the cooking and all those things. And Malala was like, no way, this is wrong. And so as she grew up, she started to speak out more and more. And she became known all over Pakistan and then eventually all over the world. Very sadly, one day, the people who wanted to stop Malala, they jumped on the school bus and they hurt Malala very, very badly. And she almost died. In fact, she had to come to England. She had to come to Birmingham, to the hospital there, so that she could be safe and recover. Now, you would think that having been really, really badly injured, in fact, she was shot in her head, that would stop her from wanting to speak out anymore. But it didn't. She just carried on learning and saying, this is what is my right. I want to learn. And eventually, it says here, on July the 12th in 2013, she delivered a speech before the world's leaders. So that's all the prime ministers and the presidents and at the United Nations. And she declared, one child, one teacher, one book and one pen can change the world. And she stood there, that's a drawing of it, in this huge big room full of courage, full of knowing that she was doing the right thing and telling everybody this is what can change the world. And so here she is. This is a picture of her today with a beautiful pink scarf, and she continues to carry on and promises to spend her whole life carrying on to make sure that there is peace in every home and education for every boy and every girl in the whole world. What an amazing story. What courage, what perseverance. Because she never gave up. Even when her friends said, this is getting a little bit difficult, Malala, you should stop. No, she would not stop. She said, everybody has the right to learn, and I'm going to keep going to make sure that they do. And she was given what they call the Nobel Peace Prize for all her work. And that's an incredible prize. And perhaps you could look that up, the Nobel Peace Prize, and see if you know any of the other people that have been awarded that prize, because I think you will recognise some other people that you've heard about in school. What courage, what perseverance, what inspiration. And it's great to read about people like Malala that make us think, yes, we can do this. We can do this, and we know that God will help us to do this. And that's just amazing. Now, Malala said, one. Was there another one? One, yeah, there were 4 ones. Can change the world. Can you remember what they were? 1 child, 1 teacher, 1 book, 1 pen. Can change the world. So that could be you and your teacher and your most favourite book and a pen that's in a pot like this one that's on my desk. I've got loads of pens and pencils and Sharpies and highlighters and I'm sure that you've got a pencil case full of pens and paper, pens and pencils too. So today, for our prayers, if you've got a pot or a pencil case like that, then go and get it and have a quiet moment, lifting out the pens, lifting out the pencils and thinking, what could I do to change the world? What has my teacher taught me? What have I learned that I really want to remember forever that's going to make a difference and help me grow and become the person that God has created me to be? So in my pot, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25 things that I could write with. So I'm going to challenge myself to think of 25 things I could do to make the world a better place and ask God to give me the courage that He gave Malala to be able to do that. Enjoy that challenge today, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!